Multiple Grammy Award winning Haim have released an expanded version of Women in Music Part 3. This is their critically acclaimed #1 album, which was nominated for Album of the Year at this year's Grammy, which made them, I can't believe, the first ever all-female rock group to be nominated for a Grammy. I'm so excited to be chatting to the girls now. Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time.
We actually have never won a Grammy. We've never won a Grammy.
Did I say Grammy winning?
Yes.
Grammy nominated.
I just don't want you to get in trouble. Like, we've never won. We've been nominated, but we've never won.
No.
And we're the first female rock band to be nominated for Album of the Year.
Album of the Year.
Yeah, so do you know what? I'm projecting, girls. I'm projecting what we want to happen.
Yes.
This is the intro we want to.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, put it in the universe. Honestly,
manifesting.
Can I
manifest it?
Yeah.
Put it in the universe. I'm all about it.
Can I just say, notes say nominees everywhere, but head went no winners. So
I love
it. I love it.
Well,
I'll go with it. I will go with it.
Let's talk about the nomination, right? How does it feel? I know you'd been nominated before in 2015, but how does it feel when you find out you are nominated for a Grammy? Will I go with Este?
Surreal.
Yeah.
Super surreal. I mean, my sisters and I, we slept through our first nomination. We were asleep. We didn't know that we were nominated for Best Rock Performance until our phones started buzzing that morning. We didn't expect anything, hand on heart. So when we got that first nomination, we were like, wow, okay. Like this is crazy.
And
we have
drinking.
A collective, like, you know,
it was like time morning. I was like, I'm gonna drink. So here we go.
Yeah. But then when we got nominated for Album of the Year, I mean, it truly felt like I was on acid. I was like, am I on drugs? It really felt like I was either dreaming or on an acid trip.
And Danielle, doesn't it make it even more exciting though, when you have your family and you realize it's not just your family, it's your mates, everybody's contacting you and they're just as excited for you. I think sometimes there's more of a buzz from the, oh my God, people are so happy for us, as there is to be nominated for a Grammy.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
for sure. I mean, especially it was nice to hear from, you know, friends and family, you know, especially because we haven't gotten to go out and tour this album and really kind of feel, you know, the feels of performing and having, you know, everyone there to see you. And so it's been really amazing to see people just reaching out and being excited that we're nominated too, because that's been really nice for sure.
And also like getting contacted by like ex-boyfriends that I hadn't heard from in a couple years. Me being like,
yeah, there was a lot of ex-boyfriends and ex-boyfriends' mothers.
Yeah, ex-boyfriends' moms
reaching out and congratulating us.
Like,
yeah.
Cheryl, I'm good. Yeah, we got nominated, but thank you for the congratulatory text. I haven't talked to you in 10 years, but thank you.
It is hilarious, isn't it, Alana? The people that will come out of the woodwork, the ones that you think you will never hear from ever again, and there's a Grammy nomination, and all of a sudden it's like, what? Who?
I mean, honestly, I was shocked that a lot of people from my past reached out during the Grammy nominations and not when they heard the record, because there's very specific,
that too.
There's very specific references on the record, like with my relationships. I mean, Another Try and 3 a.m. are very much diary entries from my life. So I was more shocked that they were reaching out, because I was like, are you sure you want to congratulate me? Because maybe you should listen to the record.
I was going to say, do you in order to respond to that text, do you just send back the lyrics and go, hi, just have a read before you send me congrats?
Honestly, I've been on this tip, so it's a very LA thing, but I'm very into astrology, and I'm in my Saturn return right now, and I'm trying to like
Oh my
wrap it
God.
around kind of about my 20s. And I just am very into the don't text back an ex situation right now. That's very much where I'm at. You just don't, they're out of your life. You don't need to be friends. Don't.
See, I'm
text
so
them.
the opposite. I'm friends with like all of like pretty much all of my
can't be
exes.
friends. I can't be friends with an ex.
I'm
Okay.
pretty I don't know what that says about me.
Well,
But
how do people in your life feel about that? When there's
And I'm not
exes?
friends with exes, they're
No.
stoked.
Yeah, I'd say they are. But Este, the fact that you are friends with your exes, how does that go down in current relationships?
you know, I'm lucky that I have a really, really confident partner who knows that I love him too much to ever do something dumb.
Yeah.
And also, like, weirdly enough, my partner is also friends with one of my exes. So I introduced them and now they're friends. And the thing is like, I have a type. So like,
no.
it makes a lot of sense that they would be friends. You know what I mean? Because they're essentially like the same person.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, again, like I'm a Pisces. And I mean, here we go with the LA-ness.
Astrology. Este has
I'm
nicer
really-
exes than I do. That's it.
I know. I'm a triple Pisces. I'm a Pisces rising. I'm like super sensitive. So like I guess the idea of like something or someone never like forever like not being a part of my life for the rest of my life is something that I'm not able to really confront. There's definitely exes that I'm not friends with, but you know,
to a therapy session.
you know what? I'm gonna Venmo you like I'm gonna Venmo you some shekels after this for the therapy session that you've given me on the radio.
Well, do you know what? Este, I'm all for doing what works for you, and if it works for you, do it. Do you know something
it works?
Yeah, and something that does work is I love, Danielle, your parents. And I love that they're out there. And
Me too.
I'm glad you do. I'm glad that relationship is on track. And I do love that they're so proud. And I was watching one of the videos of them announcing when the album first came out last year. I was like, they must be so super proud. And then I was thinking, now this is going to be sounding really conceited and it's all about me now. Here's my therapy session now. But like, I think my parents, you know, I think of them and I think they're proud of what I do. And just recently our show changed its name to include my surname in the name. And as a result, my parents, actually, I felt them get that little bit more connected and feel even prouder because their name is now part of my success.
I
know. Thinking, that's you guys, but thank you, but that's you guys too. Your name is part of their success because it's a part of them. So how do they react to that? That was a very long-winded question.
No. I mean, after kicking them out of our family band, which everyone thinks we actually did, which is not true. I think that, you know, for us, I think that all you really want to do, I mean, I think even as a kid, all you want to do is make your parents proud, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, to see them at shows and like to even bring them, I think our favorite thing to do is when we were on tour, we used to bring them on stage kind of as like the grand finale, if you will. And that I think was the most fun to like, you know, our dad would play drums and our mom would, you know, be singing and playing guitar. And, you know, it was very much like Donna and the Haims. Honestly, my mom took like, there was like a spotlight, like she fully was like in her element. Like we weren't there essentially, like it was her moment. But yeah, I think that, you know, they're super supportive and, you know, I think all they've ever wanted for us is just to, you know, do something together that makes us happy. I think that's what really makes them the proudest, is that we're doing something that we love and that it happens to be all together, you know?
Yeah. So oh my gosh, time is running away from us and I could talk to like, there's so much I want to talk to you guys
I know,
about.
I could do this for the next hour.
Oh, okay. So I'm trying to think, how do I want to end this? Let's end this with the album. There's an extended version of it. I absolutely love it. I was thinking when I first heard about it, why mess with perfection when it's already there? But then you mess with it, and it was even like, if it could become more perfect, it did. And a couple of the collaborations that I have to talk about, 3 a.m., Taylor Swift, love what they've, I mean, you didn't need them on the album because you're fab as you are, but I love that you brought them in. So how did that come about?
I mean, we've been really big fans of collaboration in the past. We've collaborated with Kid Cudi. Danielle's collaborated with Vampire Weekend. Like, we love working with friends. Because at the end of the day, it's us in the studio, and there's definitely moments where like, maybe we should like bring, add another element into this, because we've been around each other for way too long, and maybe we should like go make some friends. So, and I've known Steven Thundercat since 2012. Like, again, I have a very, very secure partner, so I can say this on the radio. Like, I've had a crush on Thundercat since then. I love him so much, and because he's so talented and he's so much fun to be around, and he's up for anything. And we've been friends with Taylor forever. And it was just it started with Thundercat though, because we were just in the studio and working on this cover, and I kind of mentioned to him, in my coy way, if you will, like, I've always thought of 3 a.m. as a duet. And
you did not say it like that, by the way.
No, we were like,
in my mind, I said it that way. In my mind, I was like being like coy and like semi-flirty, but in reality, it was probably like 3 a.m. I think 3 a.m. is like, I was like, I became a cartoon character, or Pee Wee Herman. And, I had mentioned it to Steven, and he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, the booth is right over there if you care to collab. And he was like, oh, I'll do it. Like, didn't even think twice about it. And he got into the booth, and literally, like, I think he did it like once, and it was perfect.
Wow.
And then I was like, you brought your bass. If it's there, I basically I put my producer hat on basically. And I was like, just do it. Why not? And he did it. And it turned out, like you said, like, it was like, 3 a.m. 2.0. He just brought such a magical element to the song. And I love that it's basically a duet now. And like I had envisioned, and with Taylor, it was kind of the same thing. I think the collaboration with Thundercat kind of got the ball rolling and got our wheels turning. And I think collectively, Gasoline is like our favorite song on the record. I mean, it changes, but definitely, I think we can agree, right, sisters? I think Gasoline is kind of our favorite song. So we were like, I wonder if T would want to like hop on the song. And I was like, I'm just going to text her. And we texted her, and like immediately she was like, oh my God, yes, send the session. I'm going to do it. Like, whatever you want. And literally like clockwork, the next day or like the next couple of days, like the vocals and everything were in our inbox, and she murdered it. And she brought like such like a beautiful new facet to the song. And she, brought a new meaning to the song with, the new ad libs and new lyrics that she kind of brought. And her voice is just so beautiful. And, it was so cool to have her on the song, and she's the best.
Yeah. Well, Este, Alana, Danielle, as I said, I don't want to wrap this, but I've got so much I want to talk to you about. And we're doing this again sometime soon. So,
yes. Oh my God, anytime.
Yeah, let's have a full circle moment there, though. You mentioned Thundercat, you mentioned Taylor Swift, you mentioned putting it out there and making it happen. I just put out that your Grammy award-winning trio. So next time we talk, actually, I hope we talk before then, but next time we talk, you'll be holding a couple of Grammys in your hands, yeah?
I
love it.
We'll see.
Love it.
We'll see.
Oh, I love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you
love
so
chatting to
much.
you guys. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank